Hello. So today I want to start with a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you've got an exam coming up or something important with a lot of pressure and you're sitting at home a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months before, stressing about it? So much so that your stomach is in knots with worry and you're a bit sweaty and you're a bit shaky and you're kind of really making yourself overwork, like your brain kind of is going crazy about it. Of course you have. We all have. It's actually really interesting why this happens. So, just through thought alone, through visualizing a situation enough, i.e., going to the exam, a driving test, or skydiving, bungee jumping, whatever, if we're thinking about doing it, our body doesn't know the difference between when we think about it and when it's actually happening. So, our body responds as if we are just about to jump out that plane, as if we're just about to hand in our paper. Our body gets the emotions just through our thoughts, which is actually fascinating if you think about it. And there's a lot more information than what I'm going to give you today on it out there. If you're interested, go and research it because it's amazing. We're the only animals that can do this, that can literally put ourselves in any state of emotion just by thinking about it. So, and you can think about it. So let me give you another example. So if you've got a meeting at work with your boss, and you know you're gonna get in trouble, or maybe it's with your employee, like whatever it is, and on the way to work, you're driving to work and you're thinking about it, and you're getting really, and you're almost like picturing how the conversation's gonna go in your head and how they might respond, how they might not respond, and you're all of a sudden, by the time you've walked into the door, you've already had that argument with that colleague or that boss or whatever 10 times over. So by the time you walk in that door, you are ready. Your body is in that state of it. And it's because you just relived that 10 times. So what I'm trying to say today is basically knowing this information. Why do we do it? Why do we put ourselves through that when we don't really have to get in that state of fear, anger, or stress, or until the actual situation? And then even then we might not need to. But the point is, we don't have to relive this pain and trauma over and over again, but naturally we all do. And it's just because we're primed and conditioned to do this. As I've said in many of my other videos, we worry a lot about the past. We don't. We dwell in the past. We worry a lot about the future. And there's a whole problem with being able to be in the present moment. And by doing this, we actually cause our bodies to go through it. And actually, our brains aren't as well, sort of adapt. They don't communicate in that way. The body just believes what your mind is thinking. So what we have to start doing, though it is difficult, understandably, is we have to stop making our brain go there. And if we are going to focus on things that might happen in the future, then we need to focus on positive things and actually get our body to live, because you can do it in the same way. So if you think about something that's really exciting that's coming up and in your head, and you're thinking, oh god, that pie or this or that, and I'm going on holiday, you get excited, right? You get bubbly as if you're on holiday. So we need to learn to stop spending our time focused so much on the negative emotions, because we don't want to live that once, let alone 10 times or 50 times or 1,000, depending how much you've overthought that situation. And when it comes to, exam, or when it comes to situations, it might not actually be as bad as you thought. So you've suffered twice or 1,000 times for something that actually was never going to put you in that situation. That's a lot of mental stress. That is a lot of day in, day out having that. And if we do that with everything, if we are constantly sitting and worrying about the future all the time, when are we going to be happy? When are we going to be fully fulfilled? When are we going to be satisfied with the present moment? We're not. We're just going to constantly be in the two realities that don't exist, which is the past and the present. Only right now exists, right? Only right now. We have right now. So take a minute. Look around you. Take in everything from, if you're inside or outside, just take it all in and just be in the present moment just for a second, and just realize how you can't focus on that other stuff. I know it doesn't last for long because we get distracted, but if you just take a moment to really engage into your present moment, none of that anxiety and that stress exists, and your body doesn't have to go through that, and it actually starts to calm down, and you're actually able to handle things a bit more head on. So yeah, go and read about it, because it is fascinating what your body does, and it's incredible, mind-blowing, really. So yeah, go and look into that, because putting body under your stress for that amount of time, it's basically like flight or fight mode, right? So as animals, they go out, they get chased by a lion or chased by a tiger, and then they all their body's going like this, and then they go back to grazing, and they don't start their bodies don't start going crazy when they're just by themselves because they're thinking about the lion. No, that threat has passed, or that threat, will come from the future, but they're not focusing on either of them. Animals naturally stay in the present moment. As soon as the threat is gone, they can go back to their lives. And I just think that's something that we should try and do and try and embrace through whatever way possible, to try and actually just come back and just be grazing and just enjoy life, because it is a beautiful place to be. Have a good day.